Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. I'm here today with our sign-specific weekly astrological tarot reading. And this is for the week of September 3rd through September 9th. And this reading is for Scorpio. Okay, so really quickly, let me just go over the two pieces of astrology I'll be focusing on for today's reading. And that is that Venus, who's been retrograding through Leo, stations direct on Sunday, right at the beginning of the week. And then moving forward towards a beautiful essential Cazimi in Virgo, a Mercury Cazimi. So this week, everything that Venus taught you about your public face, your public roles, maybe even your career, everything that it taught you about that is coming to fruition this week, and we're going to be able to use that to help us out a ton with our continuing Mercury retrograde, which has been probably affecting your social sphere, your groups. And the sun is also stepping in this week on Wednesday to help illuminate and warm up and give a bunch of good vibes to that exact review process. So as I start my shuffle, I want to be thinking about the intention that I set for you this week. And that intention is illuminating your social sphere. So like I said, I'm pretty sure Mercury has been affecting that part of your life quite a bit recently. Well, the sun and everything you learned from Venus about your public face, facing the group as well, is going to come to fruition. And it's going to especially illuminate this part of your chart. And so I am really excited for you because I think if that's been tough with groups especially, I think that this week's going to help that out a lot. And we're going to learn a lot. So let's get started. The reading I chose is the Major Arcana reading for the sun. So we'll be doing an inner light, outer radiance, and then clouds. How the clouds might be hiding or getting in the way of illuminating this part of your journey. So let's get started right away. And the card that I draw in inner light is the Six of Swords. Let's move right along. In outer radiance, so how you're shining out, how you are glowing. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what clouds are hiding all of this from us, or what clouds are blocking the sun's vibrancy on this during this Cazimi? King of Swords. All right, Scorpio. Well, it's been complicated, hasn't it? Wow, okay. So, what we learned from Venus's retrograde is going to be incredibly important this week for you in particular. So, at the very start of the week, today, I want you to really do a deep dive on what that was for you. Because I think what you're going to find there is going to be super valuable for clearing the clouds and letting this Cazimi illuminate everything it needs to illuminate. I think that there has probably been some challenges in your social group, and it's been during this Mercury retrograde period, probably because you've been doing the right thing and doing emotional deep dives and engaging passionately with this review process, this intense period. You're good at intense periods, so I'm not worried. I just think that maybe from the cards and from the spread, a little bit of coldness might have seeped in, and I want that to be cleared for you. So let's start, though, from inner light. Six of Swords. You're on the journey. You're doing a great job, but you're missing passion. Your inner light is passion. It is flow. And while you're in the flow and you're on the flow, there's too much There's too much Mercury and Virgo in this. And the sun, that's why this Kazemi is going to be so important. The sun really needs to step in. Venus is love and Venus is beauty, and everything that it taught you about that, about how you deal with those archetypes, needs to be imbued with your journey forward. You've got to start in bringing in a little bit of passion to the process. Because you're kind of dealing with kind of this coldness on the journey, you aren't shining or radiating out what you deserve to be radiating out. The Seven of Pentacles reversed in Outer Radiance is showing me that what you should be radiating is this idea that you've done all of this accomplishment. What you accomplished with Venus during retrograde, all of that is so important. What you've accomplished so far with balancing your social groups, with figuring out who's who and what's what and who gets what part of you and who doesn't. All of that, you haven't been able to shine out all of that beauty and all of that knowledge in particular that you've been accumulating during these retrograde periods. And the sun wants to shine on that, but the sun can't shine if it's blocked by the clouds. And the clouds in this case is the King of Swords. And it ties back to why your inner light is probably also a little watered down. And that's the sword's coldness, the sword's stoicism, the sword's rigid focus on intellect. Wands are missing. Cups are missing. And those are two essential elements for you. And they're essential to find during this Kazemi. So what this is calling for, if we want to clear the clouds, we need to bring in passion. We need to bring in emotion. And we need to share our wins. You have got to share what you've been learning. You have got to start spreading that to your social group starting right now. You have to start communicating what you've learned on this journey because people are going to be impressed. I'm impressed. I can see from this spread that you've maybe been sacrificing some of your self during these review processes, during these retrogrades. Well, this week, especially on Wednesday during that Kazemi, let the sun bring warmth, passion, fire to these review processes, and then start sharing what you've learned. And start sharing especially what you see the sun shine on. Whatever is illuminated by that, by this Kazemi, start sharing that right away. Focus on that on Wednesday and then share it. I'm super proud of you though. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself and bring in passion. You can do it. You're really good at it. I'll see you next week.